Hi friends, this is Sarvajan here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today let us discuss about IPv6 redistribution between EAGRP and OSPF. So for OSPF we'll use OSPF version 3, that is for IPv6, and EAGRP for IPv6 I'm using. So this is the thing I'm going to discuss, how to redistribute between EAGRP and OSPF version 3 for IPv6. So R2 is a border router. So at least we have to configure one redistribution point for redistributing between EAGRP and OSPF version 3. So this router R1 I'm going to configure EAGRP and R3 OSPF version 3, and R2 you have to configure both the EAGRP and OSPF version 3, because R2 is a border router which is going to redistribute between EAGRP and OSPF. So now let us go to the individual router and let us configure the directly connected interfaces. Then we'll configure the EAGRP and OSPF. So let us go to the individual routers. Go to the configuration mode. Before that, let us check the interface brief. Show IP interface brief. So only one loopback address I defined, because that loopback address I am going to advertise as a router ID in EAGRP. So let us first configure the EAGRP IPv6. Let us assign the IPv6 address, right? Interface fast Ethernet 0x0 IPv6 enable, and the IPv6 address is 2001:1/128. Okay, so then do a no shed. So always keep it in mind, we have to enable the routing, IPv6 unicast routing. Okay, so we are done with the first router R1. So now let us configure the EAGRP, right? Configuration mode IPv6 router EAGRP 100. Then we have to specify the router ID. How to do? EAGRP router ID is 1.1.1, right? So then the same thing I have to assign here. In the interface, I have to enable the EAGRP. So go to the configuration mode, interface, fast Ethernet 0x0 IPv6 EAGRP, right? EAGRP 100. So I have to enable EAGRP in two steps, right? One is in router mode, and also in the interface mode I have to activate the EAGRP for IPv6. These are the configuration for EAGRP. So now let us switch on to R3 router. Let us go to R3 and let us check the interface. Show IP interface brief. So I have defined one loopback address 4.4. So this is the loopback address I'm going to advertise as a router ID for OSPF version 3. Go to configuration mode, IPv6 router OSPF 100. So then I have to define the router ID, right? So router ID 4.4.4. Okay. So then what you have to do, go to the configuration mode. Then I have to assign this interface, this IP, right? So go to interface fast Ethernet, check the interface 1x0, right? 1x0, enable the IPv6 enable, then IPv6 OSPF 100, it should be in area 0. So this OSPF also you have to enable in router mode and also in the interface mode, right? IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0, then followed by the assign the IPv6 address 2001:11:2/128, right? So let us do a no shut and keep it in mind, this both the interface should be in the same subnet, and this both the interfaces should be in the same subnet, right? So that's the thing we have configured for IPv6 OSPF 100, right? So done with the OSPF configuration. So now let us go to R2. So in this R2, this interface I have to assign as EAGRP, and this interface I have to assign as OSPF, right? So let us go to R2 and let us check the interfaces. So here I have defined the two loopback address. So one loopback I'm going to define for EAGRP and another one for OSPF, right? So let us activate the OSPF and EAGRP. IPv6 router EAGRP 100. I have to do no shut always. Before that, let us do one thing. We assign the router ID EAGRP. Router ID is 2.2.2. Let us assign 2.2.2 for EAGRP. Activate no shut. Also go to the configuration mode, IPv6 router. Since it is a border router, I am configuring both EAGRP and OSPF. IP is router, OSPF 100. Okay. And the router ID, let us assign as 3.3.3, right? That's all. So now let us activate in this corresponding interface. I have to activate EAGRP, and this corresponding interface I have to activate OSPF, right? So go to the configuration mode, interface, fast Ethernet 0x0. Okay, IPv6 enable. So this IP is enable will generate the link local address mainly for the neighbor communication. Followed by the IPv6 EAGRP 100. then assign the IPv6 address. IPv6 address is this address, right? 2001::2/128. Let us do a notion. So we have done the EAGRP configuration on R2, then we have to configure the OSPF, right? So OSPF I activated both in router mode. So I activated now in interface mode. So in this interface mode also I have to activate the OSPF, right? So that's the thing I'm going to do now. So go to the configuration interface. Okay, fast Ethernet 1/0, IPv6, OSPF 100. Okay, sorry, IP is OSPF 100 area, right? Your area is a backbone area. So see here, this is the thing I want to show. IPv is not enabled on this interface. So always you have to do two things. First thing, I have to enable the IPv6 unicast routing, right? After that, go to the corresponding interface 1/0, and first I have to activate the enable IPv6 enable. Then IPv6 addresses 2001::1/120. So this address I'm giving. Then activate the OSPF IPv6 OSPF 100 area 0. So because this area I configured area 0, both should be in the same area. If there is a mismatch, it will show there is a mismatch in the communication, right? So that's the thing I have defined here. So I think more or less I have done with the basic configuration. First, I activated the interfaces. Then I configured EAGRP here, OSPF here, and R2. I activate EAGRP and OSPF in both router and the interface mode. So keep it in mind for EAGRP and OSPF for redistribution, right? So for EAGRP, I have to activate in router mode and also interface mode. Similar way in R2, I activated both in router and the interface mode. So only one point is pending now. I have to perform the redistribution between EAGRP and OSPF. That is the IPv6 redistribution, which I am going to do now. So now let us check the route, right? So let us go to R1, show IPv6 route. So now I'm able to see the directly connected interface. LC is a directly connected interface, and I'm saying the EAGRP route because since this is an EAGRP, so also in R3 you will be able to see the OSPF, show IPv6 route. Right, you are able to see the OSPF route and the directly connected interfaces. So now let us perform the redistribution. So after performing the redistribution, you can see the OSPF version routes in EAGRP and the EAGRP routes in the OSPF version 3. That is the purpose of redistribution, right? So while redistributing from OSPF version 3 into EAGRP, it will do a special metric what we call as a seed metric. So EAGRP should understand the OSPF version 3. So we'll configure the seed metric over here. Similarly, for redistributing EAGRP into OSPF, this metric we call it as a seed metric. So that redistribution is done by a border router, that is the R2, right? So that is the reason I configured EAGRP and OSPF in R2 the border router. So now let us go ahead and configure the redistribution. So go to IPv6 router EAGRP 100, right? So redistribute OSPF 100. Then I have to define the metric. So I'm redistributing OSPF into EAGRP. So I have to redistribute the EAGRP metric, right? So what is the metric is? Metric will give band. This is the bandwidth it will come. So this metric is bandwidth. Give 1000. Then followed by the delay. So delay let us give 100. Anything you can give 10. And 255 is the reliability. 1. Then let us give MTU 1500. So this is the way you have to perform the redistribution for OSPF into EAGRP. So now go to IPv6 router OSPF 100. Let us redistribute EAGRP. Redistribute EAGRP followed by the autonomous number. Then we have to give the metric. So metric will give default metric will take 20. So we'll make it as 30. So now I have done with all this configuration. So only thing is pending is now I have to check for the OSPF route should be advertised in EAGRP and the EAGRP route should advertise in OSPF version 3. That is the only thing is pending. So let us go to R1 and let us check. Yeah. So now you are able to see EX. What is EX is whenever OSPF version 3 routes redistributed into EAGRP, so that will appear as EX. EX is nothing but an external route for EAGRP. So external route is this route. So we have to ping that and check. Ping 2001:1111:2. So I'm able to ping the external route from EAGRP. So EAGRP able to see this route. So it is working fine. Also let us check from OSPF end, right? So let us go to OSPF, show IPv6 route, right? So from here also I'm able to see OE2. What is OE2 is? External to OSPF EAGRP, right? So our OSPF EAGRP is external route. So that route is advertised as OE2. So let us ping that also 2001 colon colon 1. So I'm able to reach all the routes from R1 and R3. So from R1, I'm able to reach this route, and R3, I'm able to reach this route. That destination route is mandatory, right? So that means R2 is successfully performed the redistribution. So this is the way we have to configure the IPv6 redistribution between EIGRP and OSPF. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day.